Hello guys, today we're going to continue the Moro arc, but before that let's have quick recap of the Broly movie. During the fight against Broly and Gogeta broke through boundaries of space, which is supported in the novelization of the Broly movie, as it states the following. Energy containing the might of a different dimension collides between the two. A flash of light surges as a silent explosion expanded. The next instant, Gogeta and Broly found themselves within a dimension of swirling strange lights. The boundary of the dimension could not withstand the energy released by them and got torn apart, not even bothering with the event that had just happened. Broly charges forward. After a few more exchanges, Broly gets blown away by Gogeta's kick but quickly manages to stop himself midair and raise his power as his body begins to shake. As Broly dodges the attack, he makes his way towards Gogeta. After leaving the opposing shock wave, Gogeta rushes towards Broly as well. The instant their punches collided, a chance is once again triggered within the dimension. As the light of the dimension crumbles away, the scenery of the original world returns. Broly and Gogeta land on the ground, keeping at a distance to each other. Unable to fully withstand the momentum of the landing, Broly slips along the ground until he finally stops. Although he had assumed somewhat of a stance, he was breathing heavily. But their battle labeled as an ultra-dimensional fight, while in the Japanese it states the term Chao Shikan. By using various Japanese dictionaries, the term Chao means super, ultra, hyper or extreme, while Shikan means dimensionality, while in the other dictionaries it was stated to be transdimensional. Taiyu could also means to surpass, to exceed, to overtake, to transcend, to pass, to cross or ultra or super, while in the final translation, stated it to be the ability of being in transdimensional, and this would further support the idea super space containing 6 spatial dimension within the living world. Then we get to Moro arc. Goku and Vegeta grew in power level as they were stronger than ever, with a power level of 180 duodecillion 11 undecillion, 377 decillion, 282 nonillion, 737 octillion, 430 septillion, 436 stillion. With Moro was equal to this power after defeating our duo. Moro absorbed their power, which replenished his strength, as even Moro was surprised by the amount of power they had. As he continued to absorb the planet's energy and grow stronger. Majin Buu, after seeing Moro as his memories of being the Grand Kai, awakened as he was able to contend with Moro, as it was clear that he was stronger than Moro, with a power level of 700, 2 duodecillion 44 undecillion, 371 decillion 400, 2 nonillion 675 octillion, 978 septillion 677 sextillion. As Moro got even stronger in the fight to overwhelm Buu, as his sealing technique didn't work. But even after this, Vegeta was confident enough to take him head on, but once again their power was absorbed by Moro as he got even stronger. In order to face Moro, Goku asked Miras to train as they train inside a version of hyperbolic time chamber, but unlike on Earth, this version would only gives you 3 days. And Vegeta went to the planet Yadra to learn a technique to beat Moro. Meanwhile on Earth, Piccolo and Gohan had their encounter with Prisoner 773, who had the ability to absorb enemies' power and to keep it for 30 minutes, along with infinite stamina similar to the androids. As Goku and Vegeta train, while Moro on the other hand was devouring planet after planet to get stronger, 773 also copied the abilities of Gohan and Piccolo, and in order to counter his ability to steal energy, Android 17 and 18 fought him since they don't have ki energy. Goku even came back stronger and fought Saganbo at super duper speed, as he was nearly invisible to the eyes of Gohan and Piccolo in base. And with Goku transforming into his Super Saiyan Blue state, with a power level of 912 duodecillion 657 undecillion 682 decillion 823 nonillion 478 octillion 772 septillion 280 sextillion 100 quintillion, while Moro powered Saganbo to the point he was able to match Goku's strength, but at the same time his body was unable to handle the power. Even Goku asked Moro not to pump any more energy. As Moro was disappointed at Saganbo not even able to withstand smidgen of his strength, with him powering up even further to the power level of 91 tredecillion, 265 duodecillion 768 undecillion, 282 decillion 347 nonillion 877 octillion, 228 septillion 10 sextillion, and Goku used his UI Omen, and since Goku was using godly ki, it was hard to measure his power exactly, but Goku was on even footing with Moro. Which means the multiplier of UI Omen is 250 billion times the base. And Moro showed his true strength. While absorbing the power of one planet, he grew nearly 5.07 times stronger, while the reason he got this number is due to planet Namek being occupied by the sentient life form. Which according to Dragon Ball Super, only 28 planets in the whole universe contain complex life form, so he might not get the same boost, but it was said they absorbed countless planets throughout the galaxy. Even with the lowest estimation being at 8 billion planets, gaining the power boost of 40,560. which raised his power level at 3 quintillion 701 quadrillion 739 tredecillion 561 duodecillion 532 undecillion 29 decillion 900 nonillion 368 octillion 85 septillion 600 sextillion. With surpassing Jiren, who surpassed his own god of destruction Belmond, who is comparable to Champa, who can destroy the whole Macrocosm in his fight with Beerus. Quick recap for the Dragon Ball Macrocosm: with the proving of multiple higher dimensions within Dragon Ball Living Universe, we can move on to the limbo, which is between the other world and living world, with living world having nearly 6 spatial dimensions, which would place limbo in 7th dimensional, and the other world supernatural place that transcends the dimensions of that cannot be perceived from human world. With other world also contains multiple realms, as the living world considered lower realm, which means lower dimension, with hell being the lowest realm, while transcending limbo, placing it at 8th dimension, while King Yama's place is 9th dimension, and heaven the highest realm is 10th dimension. The Kaioshin realm is disconnected from the Macrocosm, and they're not directly connected in the way two neighboring places in our everyday world might be. To interact or move between them, you'd have to navigate through this extra higher dimensional space, which could potentially place Kaioshin realm at 11th dimension. And Champa, with his fight against Beerus, was about to destroy all of Universe 7 and Universe 6, which would place Moro at high complex multiversal. Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, with a power level of 118 tredecillion 645 duodecillion 498 undecillion 767 decillion 52 nonillion 240 octillion 396 octillion 413 sextillion. With surpassing Uiomen Goku, but was weaker than Moro, which is a level of power cannot be gained by pure training alone. But to everyone's surprise, as the fight continues, Moro got weaker as Vegeta gained the upper hand, as it was revealed that he was using the technique known as spirit fission to undo all the absorption done by Moro. As spirit fission can even undo the fusions, as it was clear that Goku's power was bested by Vegeta. As his backup plan, Moro consumed 773 as his ki regained to previous level, and even was far stronger, with a power level of 11 septendecillion, 105 sextecillion, 218 quintessilion, 684 quattuordecillion, 596 tridecillion, 89 duodecillion, 701 undecillion, 104 decillion, 256 nonillion, 800 octillion. With Beerus died, Goku finally learned to control his emotions, as he was able to tap into his Ultra Instinct form, and in this form, he was so strong that even after Moro fully recovering by having a Senzu Bean and tried to punch Goku off guard and still got his arm broken, as his body can adapt and increase his power, even if the user isn't aware of the impending threat, as Goku even switched back to his base form, as Moro had no way of defeating him, placing his power level at 1 sextecillion, 110 quintessilion, 521 quattuordecillion, 868 tredecillion, 459 duodecillion, 600 8 undecillion, 970 decillion, 110 nonillion, 425 octillion, 680 septillion, and the multiplier of Ultra Instinct is 23 quadrillion 400 trillion. This would put Ultra Instinct Goku at high complex multiversal. That's it for today, and in next video let's talk about Granola Arc.